Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We're doing a sewer scope today at 2038 East Royal Circle. We've got the camera pushed out 74 feet to the city connection. And now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So this first connection point is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like a good connection point there. This line has a liner, and so one important thing with the liner is that not protrude into the city line. That's not allowed. It can be very costly to have cut. And so that looks like a good connection there. They ended the liner before it goes into the city line. If you look at the top of the pipe right there, you can see some black writing. That's how we know that it's a liner and not something else. 75 feet, so not a super long line. Average length of a sewer line is around 100. This line has a couple of these black patches. That's not something I'm familiar with or that I've seen before. I'm going to do a little research and find out more information, confirm that it's a patch. It might be something that they use with liners, but I've never seen one, and this line has two. Liners are good. They blow them in. As long as you have good grade, which this line does, you can use a liner. If you have bad grade, it's just like putting a new pipe inside of an old pipe, but with bad grade, and so it's still going to hold water. This one doesn't have any standing water, which is great. So it's draining well on its own with gravity. Looks like a little bit of plastic, and so that's a clean out somewhere out in the yard. I don't recall seeing it, but it's usually right outside the foundation. I'm accessing the line through an access point in the basement. There's that other patch. This access point is a back water valve. So in the bedroom closet, you have a cap, a little piece of carpet that pulls up, and when you reach down inside, there's a black cap, and it has a flap. That flap is basically a one-way valve, so that if the sewer line backs up from the street, it's harder for it to back up into your house. It hits that flap and kind of stops. This is cast iron. Cast iron gets real rough and rusty. This cast looks really good. Pretty smooth for the age. It still can cause problems in the future. You still want to avoid putting wet wipes or anything down the line that you don't absolutely need to. There's that flap on the left side of the screen. And then there's the cap. Very good. So just to recap, this line does have a liner. I got all the way out to the street, to the city connection. I didn't see any offsets where the pipes have separated. I could see little bumps where they'd blown the liner over small offsets, but no standing water, which is a good sign. No tree roots. Overall, it looked like this line is performing the way that it should be. You do have a little bit of cast iron. Eventually, cast iron will need to be replaced, but I didn't see any waste stuck in the line or any issues around the cast iron. So I'm going to end this recording now.